Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us here at First Energy Metals YouTube channel. Just want to let you guys know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be running through company updates. We're going to be running through industry updates. We're going to be introducing members of the team and answering any questions you guys got. Kicking off the first video here today is Craig Alford, the director of the company. Craig, how are you doing?
Very good, Michael. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. It's Friday, as you know, so the weekend's just around the corner. But first and foremost, let's dive into your background a little bit and paint a picture for people. Tell us about some of your earlier experiences.
Sure. Yeah, I'm presently a director of First Energy Metals. I provide some geologic oversight for the company, and I've been a geologist way back. My first job was back in 1982 with Falconbridge Copper. And since then, I've been continuously employed and active in exploration for gold, base metals, even oil and gas, diamonds worldwide. I've worked in over 30 countries. I've worked for major mining companies such as Teck, done a little bit of work for Placer Dome when that was still alive and going. I've worked for one of the largest Chinese mining companies in the world, doing a lot of mergers and acquisitions for them. And very pleased to be working with First Energy. And in the realm of lithium, I think we have a very exciting future.
Interesting. So what was the spark that really got you interested in geology?
Believe it or not, when I was 5 or 4, I would always hit the rocks. My family would go on vacation and I would leave and go out and search for rocks. I always remember a dream was I was visiting Sudbury and finding massive sulfides all over the place. I was so pleased with that. And I had a rock collection as a kid, so very early nerd.
Yeah. It seems like it was definitely a seed that sprouted early there. So that's good to hear that it's kind of been your passion. So from there, how did you get involved with First Energy Metals? Tell us that story.
Okay. Well, I first started sort of working with Gurm, the CEO of the company, on another company that's called Barrel Energy. And he had some projects that were mainly oil and gas. And we converted that one into a lithium sort of battery metals technology company. And slowly but surely, he saw the light too. And you know, we were looking at gold projects in BC and Ontario, but slowly he wanted to acquire some lithium ground. So now we have some excellent projects in Quebec.
Interesting. You know, lithium is definitely one of those resources right now that looks like it has a very positive future, especially with the EV craze going on. You've got multiple governments saying, hey, EVs everywhere within 10 years, we promise. So, I mean, lithium, graphite, all these resources look like they're going to have significant demand in the future, and they're going to have supply that matches.
Exactly. I mean, you take a look at even today, there was a $9 billion raise from a Chinese firm who wants to produce batteries for EVs. So the pipeline to secure those lithium resources is going to be critical in going forward over the next decade. I mean, I've already seen car companies. GM has signed a deal in California at a lithium brine area, the Salton Sea. Renault has done the same thing in Europe, in Germany. So a lot of car companies or perhaps battery manufacturers, they're going to be reaching out very quickly when projects reach the resource stage so that they can lock in those resources for their supply chain needs.
Interesting. Craig, I guess we can cap it off by tell me what you're most excited for within the next year with First Energy Metals.
Well, I hopefully some people will be drawn attention to the latest news coming out from the drill program at the Augustus property in Quebec. This is an area, by the way, that I used to work down in Argentina. I was actually examining the large salar in Bolivia, which is called the Lithium Triangle down there with Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia. And I call this the Lithium Rectangle. We have sort of an east-west corridor of very interesting lithium pegmatite bodies. So this is a hard rock mine. They tend to be of much higher value let's say, per kilogram than most other types of deposits because they're very high grade. They're often 10,000 parts per million. People who are familiar with gold, often we look at grams per ton. We
Yeah.
get excited when we see 10 grams per ton.
Yeah.
Well, this is the equivalent of finding 10,000 grams per ton.
Wow.
So we're seeing 10,000, 12,000 grams per ton or ppm lithium over reasonable widths and definitely an exciting strike length so far. So if you look on the map, the broader picture there is we're seeing quite a number of deposits. They've already uncovered some economic deposits such as the Authier lithium project. There's another one sort of to the east of Val-d'Or. So I think over time, we're going to see a clustering of deposits, and First Energy has managed to acquire a lot of ground in that region.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, looks like we got a lot of exciting things to look forward to, and we can keep everybody updated every step along the way as the news comes along the wire. So thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions about anything, once again, don't be afraid to send them over to us. We'll happily dive into it. But for now, Craig, thank you for coming on and sharing your
All
background.
right, excellent. Thank you.